Welcome to V.I.M.P, the very important movie podcast with Sean, Darian, Jaiden, and Eli. I'm Sean.
I'm Darian.
I'm Jaiden.
And I'm Eli.
This is the world's first and only podcast that believes in the magical powers of gems and insists upon having them in our podcasting lockers during every episode. Recorded live from Hollywood, California, Charlotte, North Carolina, and locked in a bulletproof vestibule somewhere in the wastelands of Wyoming. Guys, this is our free episode, so if you like the cut of our jib, go ahead and subscribe to our Patreon for bonus episodes and our new weekly newsletter that I cleverly titled The Newsletter of Recommendation. The link is in the description.
Newsletter
Before
of
we even start,
recommendation? Oh, okay.
RFK Jr. is a real sick twist, and I want to talk about it.
He's a real sick twist.
He is a freak.
Explain.
Have you not heard the news of this book that just came out? Somebody's book. I didn't read the book. I only read the headline. But the headline is RFK Jr. cut off dead raccoon's penis on family vacation to study later.
He's such a scientist.
He's a real scientist.
He's out there
You
doing
guys-
real science.
We might have had some, problems on our trips throughout the years, family vacations. But you have to give me credit for never pulling over on the side of the road when I saw a dead raccoon and going and cutting its fucking dick off and putting it.
I give you no credit. You would have gotten credit if you did do that.
Fair enough.
So we can study it later.
I wish I had a time machine because the amount of times that I saw a dead animal on the side of the road and wanted to cut its dick off and take it home for further study, and I just didn't do it because I thought you
what's
guys would
so
think it was
great?
weird.
You know what's so great though?
What?
You drive trucks all the time for a living. I'm sure you pass so many dead raccoons, so you still have a chance.
I could be collecting the
That's
penises
true.
of so many different animals.
You could be the penis collector.
I could be getting deer, elk, rabbit, armadillos, raccoons.
Get that dick.
Dead dog somewhere in Texas the other
No.
day. Like a
That's
golden,
crazy.
No, that's
big
sad.
old dead golden retriever on the side of the road with its
Why
head
are dogs
Sad.
more
smashed
Why would
over.
important
you
than other
say
animals?
that? That is so sad.
Because I saw it.
Ooh.
Why is it sad for a dog but not for a raccoon?
Oh, it's sad for a raccoon. It's very sad.
But you didn't
What
say that.
what about an armadillo?
Anytime I see a dead raccoon, I cry.
I saw this animal. I couldn't
believe
tell
you.
what it was.
And also, I'm sorry. What are you vegan now? What are you, an animal activist? What is this, fucking PETA? Shut up.
I saw a dead animal. I saw an animal with its back half of its body smashed into a pancake, pulling itself with its front half across the road, like dragging
my
its
God.
smashed carcass across the highway a couple weeks
Why do
ago.
you have to be so
God.
descriptive
Why
about
are
it?
you telling me this? This is making me so sad.
What are you, PETA?
Yeah, what are you,
Yes.
PETA?
I throw
But
blood
my
on you.
point, its penis would have been smashed. I couldn't have harvested it for further study because
You
Oh,
could have
okay, I
harvested
see.
that pancake penis.
I
What
could have.
animal was it?
Couldn't tell what it was.
Because
It
she'll
might have
only
been a
care if it
raccoon
was
or
a
a ham-
dog.
If it was a dog or a raccoon, I care. If
It was smaller than a raccoon, but it might have been like a groundhog or a gopher or a skunk. It's hard to
I
tell
have
when
a
it's
skunk
only.
right here.
Don't talk about your husband like that.
Talking about Doherty. George learned how to open this door, so there's no stopping him now.
You need to get circle
What kind
handle
of
doors.
doorknobs are they?
They're like the
That's
ones
what
that
we had to do. We just did that. We just got the knobs instead of the handles.
Yeah. I just don't want to. I just need to lock the door.
But then you're just gonna hear pa-tunk, 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 pa-tunk.
True. And he'll try. Maybe
Yeah,
once
you
or
gotta
twice,
get
and then he'll stop.
You gotta get a doorknob.
Door. Okay, so it's a handle and a knob.
Yeah.
You're a knob.
Never thought about that.
Get a handle on yourself, you doorknob. Are you guys excited for your new Trump passports?
Yeah.
No, what the fuck?
I just got my passport, but I
Nice.
really want to renew it early so I can get that.
Dude,
So you get-
what is this?
Oh, he's gonna put his face on the passport, a portrait of himself inside the passport.
I just don't
It's only
believe it.
I saw that it's only by special request.
Yeah, you gotta. There's only
Who would specially
25,000 of
request
them
that? Oh,
in
thank
this
God.
limited run. Get in early. There's only
the
making
fuck?
25,000 of them. I'm sure those are gonna go fast.
I bet they are. These
I-
freaks.
Don't know. I mean, that's probably the amount of people who still like him in this country is
But
25,000.
I also feel like a lot of the people that like him don't get passports because they're
I was
not
gonna
going
say
anywhere.
they're not going anywhere.
So
They're not.
No,
They're not
honestly,
well
hold
traveled.
on. he fucked up with this one because now that these people have passports, they're gonna feel like they're gonna have to use it, and maybe they'll go out and touch some grass.
No,
Mm.
they're just gonna get them for the. They're still never gonna go anywhere. They're just gonna get them for the kitschy value.
Hmm.
It's like buying one of his commemorative plates or something like that. But I don't
I
think
just
25,000 people will do it
I don't even get why they're doing it at all.
for the
What
same
what
reason
is the purpose?
he's building an arc de Trump in Washington
Excuse
D.C.
me?
Yeah, he's building a big Trump like a Arc de Triomphe in France, but he's building one in Washington D.C. And I
I
don't
really
know.
think that this is kind of fucking ridiculous, and it's just giving dictator because I feel like that's what dictators do.
You
They'll
think?
just fucking put their faces and their everything all over everything, and it's so fucking
Yeah,
ridiculous.
that's what I thought.
And if Republicans can't see that and they can't like acknowledge that this is happening, they need to shut the fuck up and pull their heads out of their asses because they're fucking stupid.
I think they do see it
Right
and they
Seems
over.
think
Captain
it's good and they
Obvious.
like it.
I hope
Yeah.
so.
I think they like it because they thought Hitler was a cool guy and had a lot of really good ideas, and putting his
He had a
face all
lot of really
everywhere
good
was cool.
points.
And he did a lot of good stuff. He just didn't go hard
Ooh,
enough.
I worked with a guy at a job that thought that Hitler had a point, and he like walked around telling people that he thought Hitler had a point. Like maybe he wasn't wrong, and he'd say that to everybody. I thought that was so
I
funny.
feel like we've talked about this before.
We did.
Maybe.
What? I mean, Hitler did have some good points. Which ones? But he had a lot of really bad ones. Which
I
ones?
feel like a lot of people are saying that after everything that Israel's doing right now.
I was gonna say, I feel like I've heard that a lot, which I mean,
Oh, I'm not
guys.
talking. I'm saying that the extermination of the Jewish people is one of the bad ones, but having trains and making them run on time, that was a pretty good idea. And he was,
Jesus Christ.
he was pro, animal rights and stuff like that. He was a vegan,
Okay.
and
Did he harvest raccoon penises?
he was just
Or does
he
he
was just
hate
having
animals,
people
actually?
harvesting human penises.
Can't do this podcast anymore.
Funny.
You're stuck in it now. We're in the 30 episode range, so now
What
you got
was
to
he
do it
gonna
forever.
do with the penis?
I
Study
didn't
it
care enough to keep reading the article, but
He's
let's see
trying
if
to
we can
make
find
America
out.
healthy again.
in his mouth.
Do you think he licked it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would bet
Well,
money he did.
well, there's
For
some other
science.
animal. It was either the bear or the whale skull that he also took with him after vacation
Mhm.
that was going to
Mhm.
be for eating later. I think it might have been the bear, just the one in
See,
Central Park.
this is some like serial killer behavior.
Yeah.
The roadkill stuff. I don't. So,
Yeah.
that and like just any harming of animals. I don't get how people hunt. If you are a listener and you hunt, sorry,
Stop being a listener.
don't understand you. How you could kill an animal like that. I mean,
Not only that
but
they kill the
also,
animal, but that they pose with it afterwards.
yeah, and
Okay. This is okay. So this is another quote in this article. So he allegedly dumped a dead bear in Central Park, beheaded a whale, and ground up baby chickens and mice in a blender to feed to hawks.
oh,
Crazy.
well, were the mice dead when he
Doesn't
did it?
say. Unclear.
Okay.
Kennedy has
For my
also
own peace
addressed.
of mind, it's gonna be that they were already dead.
Let's hope so. This is a
No,
quote.
but like,
I've been
listen,
picking up
though.
roadkill my whole life. I have a freezer full of it, he told reporters in August 2024.
Serial killer.
He's something.
Why would
He
you
is
admit
something. Because he thinks that it's cool and normal.
Probably
and
saw
he's
the drama.
bragging.
What is his relation to
Earth.
That motherfucker back there is not real.
He's JFK's nephew.
Okay.
He's Bobby
Oh, is he
Kennedy.
the cousin? Wait, no. Is he the cousin of the one that was really attractive and died?
Yes.
Okay. Damn,
Yeah.
that sucks.
That was JFK Jr. and this is RFK Jr. So Bobby
Waste of
Kennedy.
sperm.
Same, but different.
Bobby Kennedy was the one who was killed by Sirhan in like 1970, but that was probably also a psyop, a CIA op too. There's a lot of evidence pointing
No, I'm
to,
talking about the one in the 90s.
yes, I'm saying that Bobby Kennedy was JFK's brother,
Oh, okay.
and he was assassinated in around 1970 when he was running for president. He probably would have won if he didn't get assassinated. But then JFK Jr. was JFK's son, and he died in a plane crash. in the 90s.
Jesus, lots of crazy deaths in this family.
So this is eventually
you
what
think
happens to the
that-
Kennedys when they get over like assassination age.
You think RFK Jr. is going to get run over? And he
Probably
will become
not.
By a
roadkill?
reindeer?
He
Like
will
a-
become roadkill.
There's a raccoon and a bear and a whale driving in a car, and they drive him over.
And then they harvest his penis.
That would be funny if he got attacked by a bear and the only thing the bear ate was his dick.
A raccoon too.
That's for Rocket.
Fuck you. He's just flipping him off as the bear's
We took
flipping him off as he runs away.
That's funny.
I want one of these.
Anyway.
I want one of these Chinese electric cars that can turn the headlights into a movie projector.
Headlights?
Headlights. Headlights.
Whatever.
Whatever. Either way is fine with me.
It's amazing.
Like if a headlights turn into a movie projector, count me fucking in.
Count me in.
It would have made when you had lice a lot more
Can I
entertaining.
say me in the 4th grade? Dude, we would have been watching movies real good on our projector.
Just sticking her head in one of those garbage bags full of all of your shit, watching a movie in there. Little tiny projectors everywhere. No, it's headlamps, headlights, lights.
Are you
see
saying
this?
lice or lights?
If I was listening to this podcast, I would turn it off right now.
That's because you have bad taste.
Okay,
This is
I
good.
can't mentally handle this.
This is good shit right here.
This is quality content.
This is classic V.I.M.P. right here. Yeah, so it's headlights that turn into projectors, and you can pull up and have a fucking outdoor movie from your car headlights. It's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
And it can do other things too.
What?
One of the examples is
Please
put a
stop.
hopscotch on the ground so kids can play
It's so
hopscotch
loud.
with a
You don't
hologram
even like
projector.
Mauser.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Because I hate when I'm out with my child and there's no hopscotch around.
Right. I know.
Like, I hate that.
You should hate that. You need
But
to be
now-
hopscotching. Wherever you go, just pull over on the side of the road and you can hopscotch in front of your car.
Just
If
imagining
only-
adults doing that.
If only we were allowed to buy them,
If only.
which we're not,
Damn.
because they're too good and too cheap and they're banned from import.
Well,
We can get our
That's
Trump
fine.
passports and move to another country and we can buy them. Buy our BYDs.
BYD.
BYD?
Bid.
What are you guys' feelings on going to see this Michael Jackson movie?
I already saw it.
Yep, me
Oh, you
too.
did?
I find it to be disgusting and I don't want to see it, but was it good, at least objectively,
Why is it
outside of that?
disgusting?
Because it's whitewashing his grossness by decree, by lawsuit.
It's grossness.
Yeah, his child molestations.
You're gonna get canceled for that.
You can't
Mm-hmm.
You can't slander
Crazy.
a dead man. You can say whatever you want about dead people and you can't get in trouble for it.
That's not true.
It's very true.
Where is everyone standing on this?
I mean, I feel like I never was educated on it and never knew anything about it. I just knew that people said that, but I've watched a bunch of videos on it recently, and I don't think that he did what they said that he did. Or what people think he did, because they actually didn't say he did it. The FBI investigated him for so many years and couldn't find a single thing that incriminated him.
Macaulay Culkin stands on
Yeah.
business about him not doing any of that.
Yeah, I
But-
think, and this is also going to get me canceled because a lot of people are pissed about other people saying this, especially after the movie. I think that he was in some way neurodivergent in some way. I don't know in what way, but in some way. Because
course.
or he just had crazy trauma, or both. Because his dad was fucking terrifying in the movie, and I'm sure it was worse than even the movie. But he was fucking scary as shit.
Yeah, he's a real bad guy.
So I don't know, but they literally couldn't find a single thing that proved that he did any of that.
Something else I've heard, and I could definitely believe, is that Michael Jackson was actually trying to create a safe place for kids
Yeah.
against all these creepy pedophiles in the scene. And
Mhm.
so people turned on him and started making up these rumors that he was a pedophile so that people wouldn't
Yeah.
trust him.
And also, he literally became famous and was abused at such a young age that I think it kind of stunted him a little bit as far as adulthood goes. I feel like he had a very childlike mind and was also a genius at the same time as far as music and everything goes. But I don't know. I don't.
It's hard because it's like no one really knows the truth.
And
I mean, I'm
also,
sure some
people
people do,
saying
but
that he like wanted to be white and all these things, just stupid because obviously that's not what it
yeah.
was. I don't know.
He just had vitiligo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
That
then
was real.
he used a cream that made his skin even out, but obviously it made him whiter because
Mm-hmm.
the vitiligo made him whiter. So it was just him even so I guess it kind of is true that he was bleaching his skin in a way, but it wasn't because he wanted to be white. It was because he was trying to even out his skin. He was very self-conscious because of his dad. Like that's why he got all the nose jobs and the plastic surgery and stuff, and his siblings did too. They all got nose jobs and plastic surgery.
Mhm.
So, because
Because
the
they
dad
like,
was horrible.
was it like an insecurity thing, or was it like a, I
Yeah,
don't want to look in the mirror and see my dad kind of thing?
I
Or
think both.
Mm.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
his dad just abused the shit out of all of them from
I did
birth,
not know this
essentially.
it talks a
his
lot about it
dad.
in the movie, but I know that there's a lot of stuff in the movie that is not super accurate.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Well, if you've
I
ever been to
remain
Gary,
Michael
Indiana,
Jackson neutral.
What?
I said if you've ever been to
Hmm?
Gary, Indiana, you can understand why it would make you an insane person. That place is a complete fucking shithole.
I am not going to go see the movie in theaters, but I'll probably watch it when it comes out, see what it's all about.
Yeah, I'll watch it just for the songs. That was the
I
first.
also didn't realize how iconic he was even when I was younger. Like all those songs are so even to me feel nostalgic.
That's so funny. When we were in Mexico, we went with Hayden's boss, his boss's wife, and then the other girl that works there. And she's my age. She's literally my age. We went to this event one night and it was like a Michael Jackson impersonator. And we're like sitting there and he's like doing all the things and it was so funny. It was so funny. But like she was like, I don't know any of these songs. I know like two. And I'm like, that's crazy.
How?
She's like,
Yeah.
I don't think Michael Jackson was big when we were growing up, right, Jerry? And I was like, yes, he was. What
He
are you
was
talking
always
about?
big. I was shocked at how many songs that I did know. I was like, "Oh my god." I
Yeah.
forgot that I like every single one of these songs in the Thriller. Like it
So
was
good.
all coming back to me that like I used to watch the music video just over and over and over again for like a while because I loved it so
For
much.
a while.
I don't know, I don't remember how long, but like he was, but I feel like after he died, it was just like different, I guess. But I also have a memory of when he died that I remember where we lived and I remember watching on the news and then mom started crying. And
Mom started crying.
yeah, unless I'm
I
just
didn't know she
making this
liked Michael Jackson like that.
but I
You,
mean, I think it was so shocking to everybody because he was so huge and especially for like mom and dad's age.
yeah, it's
That's
hard to
like
understate how big of a deal Michael Jackson was in the 80s. It
Yeah.
was like the Beatles and Elvis combined into one.
Mm,
They literally
Yeah.
that's pretty
okay,
big.
so he had the when the black or white video was premiering, it was on the TV, like the regular
Mm-hmm.
broadcast TV, and everybody tuned in because they knew it was happening. It was like the Super Bowl. Everybody was like, "Ooh, the new Michael Jackson video is premiering on Sunday night. Everybody be home and everybody gather around and watch it for a fucking music video coming out."
Wow.
Yeah.
It's cool.
The
And
Thriller album was the first album I ever had.
he was the first black artist to be on MTV too, I think. Like
Yeah,
have his music video on MTV or music on MTV. I don't
yeah.
because they showed that in the movie how he had to go and be like, you need to put my I think it was Billie Jean, was it?
I think so. Yeah.
On MTV and yeah, they showed that.
When the Thriller video came out, it was the biggest deal in the whole world. So Adeline watches, well, she doesn't right now, but about a year ago, she was watching that video over and over again too.
Yeah,
It must be genetically passed down
maybe.
I think
'Cause
it's
I
That
watched
was
just
it.
so
iconic.
good.
I watched it a lot too.
I had it on videotape and
Yeah.
I would just rewind it and watch it.
So good.
Did you hear
Did
about
his
Vincent
nephew do a
Price?
good job?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, he did actually.
True.
It was like the not so much the way he looked. He did look a lot like him, but it was obviously pretty
Mhm.
different.
Yeah.
But like his mannerisms, he did a really good job on that.
Hmm.
Like the voice and everything, like the dancing, everything.
Nice. Dad, what'd you say?
Have you heard the Vincent Price story from the Thriller song video?
Mm-mm.
So He's the one who's talking at the beginning and at the end, like doing the scary voice thing.
Yeah, yeah.
So they offered him, it was either 25,000, it was a pretty good amount of money, or a percentage of the album sales.
Mhm.
And he took the lump sum up front, which cost him like some exorbitantly huge amount of money, like $20 million he would have gotten if he would have taken the percentage of the album sales.
Mhm.
And he was pissed off, tried to get it to go the other way for a bunch of years after. But they're like, no, we offered it to you, and you didn't believe in us, and so fuck off. I had a
Also-
I did
spill.
not know that. You've had a spill just now?
Just now I had a spill. Hold on.
Oh, no.
Also, Coleman Domingo did such a good job, but he was so scary
Yeah.
with those contacts in, because Michael Jackson's dad had like light eyes, I guess.
Mhm.
So Coleman Domingo had to wear contacts. Oh my god, he was so scary, like so
Really?
eerie and just horrible vibes.
Yeah. It was a good movie though. Like it was like it was very what is it called when people make movies like extra dramatic for, entertainment purposes?
Overly dramatic.
Dramatized?
Yeah. Yeah. So,
Which one?
but it was good.
Dramatized
Michael
or
Jackson.
overly dramatic?
Oh, I don't even know. Dramatized, I think it is. I think that's what I was thinking.
Okay. You said
Mm.
overly dramatized, or extra dramatized.
Oh, yeah. There you go. Perfect. Just what I wanted to say.
Perfect segue. Perfect segue. Uncut Gems. Eli, you picked this
Uncut
movie.
Gems.
Have you seen it when it came out, or did you just watch it recently? Why did you pick it? Give us a 25-minute dissertation on why you picked this movie.
Of course, yeah. So basically, I was gonna piss Jaiden off and say this movie fucks.
Jesus Christ.
Please don't
Are
say
you
that.
trying to get divorced? I mean, Jesus.
Yeah.
First you
I
make
mean-
her watch this, and then you say
Why would
it
you
fucks.
never say that? Right? You never ever have said that.
Because I heard your dad say it one time,
This
and then
movie
I
does
just wanted
fuck.
to
I mean, he's not wrong.
Ugh.
It does fuck.
No, that's
This
gonna
movie
make me want to
fucks.
gag.
Yeah, but this movie's really good, according to me. And I really liked it because it makes me want to gamble. Even though it's bad, it makes me want to gamble so badly.
That's an
Eli.
insane take.
Yeah. To take that from this movie is, yeah.
Yeah.
This
Fuck.
movie, I
Makes me
already
wanna
don't
never
want to
gamble
gamble.
again.
He said
He
this
said it
movie
makes him
makes him
wanna
want to be a
gamble.
sports gambler.
Yeah, that's why I don't let him get lottery tickets.
And like, I need to take gambling more
Lottery
seriously.
tickets.
I'm not. That's an actual argument that we have. Like, it's serious.
Yeah.
I do not let him get lottery tickets anymore because he will literally get multiple a week. At least one a week.
You
This doesn't
should
seem like a lot, but that's a fucking subscription right there. And
You
also, he'll
should-
do it like behind my back. Not behind my
Okay,
back, but like
T.
knowing that I don't want him to do it, and he'll still go do it and be like, "Oh, I got a lottery ticket," and I'm like, that feels like it's behind my back.
It should be like Charlie in the Chocolate Factory, where you give him a quarter on his birthday and tell him to go run to the gas station.
So tell them
he's
what's in my tell them
he's
what's in my
literally
door.
Run all the way
saving-
home, Eli. Run all the way home.
No, he's saving quarters to use on lottery tickets. I'm like, dude, we could pay a bill with that. We could pay our HBO subscription for the month with that. You're just giving money away.
Bro, and she will not let me spend my loose change on my fucking lottery tickets. Dude, it's like my
And
change.
it's going to lead to more. I know that it is.
This is a slippery
It's a
slope,
slippery
Eli.
slope.
Pretty soon
Yeah.
you're
It
going to have a
is.
second apartment.
Oh
You're
my
going to
God.
be.
I'm so
Funny.
terrified of the concept of addiction in any aspect. I'm not dealing
Like, you
with that
didn't
shit.
really grow up around any addiction. Like, where did
No,
that fear come
I have
from?
no idea. But I will not get lottery tickets. I will not gamble in Vegas. I hate it. I am so scared that I'm also scared of like drug addiction. Like I'm scared that I'm gonna go to the hospital and they're gonna prescribe me something for pain and I'm gonna get addicted to it. Like it's
That's
so easy.
that's OCD. You
Well,
have
Yeah.
OCD.
Jaiden, I feel the exact same way about all of those things. So
I feel
it's
that way about
genetic.
medication. But I mean,
No,
like, go to Vegas and, you just have to give yourself a limit. Like, I'm
Nope.
only willing to lose this much money. After that, I can't play anymore.
I've
no,
only
because
gambled.
as soon as I win anything, I'm like, okay, like $20. I'm like, okay, we're good. Let's go.
Yeah.
$20, hell yeah.
Yeah, but
And then
like you
Eli's
won
like,
20
no,
bucks. but
let's keep going. No, I got $20. That's good enough. Let's go.
There's a way to manage it. I agree with Darian. There's a way to manage it. It's like if you start with $20, which I have before, and you put in your money, you start gambling it, you make, let's say, $10 on top of that. Those $20 that you first put in are in your pocket. Now you're gambling with $10, and then you
Yeah.
gamble those $10. After those $10 are like you either make more or you're completely out, you don't go
Yeah.
back and reinvest the $20. You have to stop.
Yeah,
Um,
it's really just about like having self-control. And if you feel like you're just not someone that has self-control, that's fine. I'm not like, I get it. But just being able to say like I'm only willing to lose this much, and if I, because gambling is kind of like part of, for example, going to Vegas. Like that's kind of what you do there. You can go to some shows and stuff, but like you're gonna want to go gamble. So you say I'm willing to lose this much, and I'm willing to lose it for the experience. Like you'd pay, let's say, $200 to go do some sort of experience on vacation, whatever it is. That's what you're doing.
Right, but
$200, gonna go gamble with my
that's
friends.
why I have
Maybe you
absolutely
win.
zero desire to go to Vegas. And also,
Yeah, I mean,
I would
if
rather
you
just,
Preach.
buy a couch
of all the
or
places,
something
I'd rather
Yes.
buy a
instead of
couch. Where are you getting
instead
a
of
couch
doing
for
that.
$200? That's
Okay,
what I
I would
wanna know.
rather
I just bought a
browse.
couch.
I would rather browse on Facebook Marketplace and buy $200 worth of items than go to Vegas where it smells like shit and it puts me in a bad mood and be anxious while doing this activity.
This was something that I would do in my early 20s. I have no desire to go to Vegas now, but it was fun then.
why would I want to do any of that when I could buy things?
It is
for
really
that?
fun when you win, though. I will say, I've
Who
won some
knows?
money in Vegas
It's
before.
never happened to me before, so
You've
I've
never
only
won
ever-
money in Vegas?
No, I've only ever lost. I
Really?
haven't. I think the last time I've gambled in Vegas was in like 2002 or 3, and the last time I ever did it was when poker was a huge deal. It might have been around 2005. I sat down at a poker table to play Texas Hold'em, and I think I had 2 kings, and there was a king on the table, so I had 3 kings. Really good hand, and I bet $50, and then somebody had like 3 aces, and I lost it. So I got up and walked away, and I haven't gambled since. I'm so pissed. I hate losing more than I like winning.
Fair enough. When we went to St. John last year, there was like a little tiny baby casino there, and it was like connected to a restaurant that we were eating at.
Was
So
it a
like
small
after
casino or a casino for babies?
it was a casino strictly for babies. I couldn't enter.
Okay, cool.
That's the end of the story.
Cool.
And
I want to do the swap
so we
machines.
well, normally I don't like doing the slot machines because you really don't typically win much. Like if you play craps and you like really go at it for a while, you can win some money. But there were just like some little slot machines and roulette and stuff. So I went in there. We just like casually wandered in there after dinner one night, and I was like, okay, like I'll put $10 in this slot machine. Hit the button, immediately won like $300. Took it out, stopped playing.
That's happened to so many people that I've been with at casinos.
Cool.
It never has happened to me, and I hate them all. I'm always so
See,
jealous
that's the
and
thing.
pissed.
Eli would take that
I'm so jealous
$300
and
and he would
pissed.
put it back in there.
Yeah.
No, and like honestly, I shouldn't have been gambling at all because Hayden and I like we were like, ooh, this vacation is stretching us very thin. And I was like, ooh, rent money. And I like stored it away like a little squirrel.
That's funny.
The first time I went to Vegas when I was 21, I lost $100 in 20 minutes on the penny slot machines.
On the penny?
Yeah, just pennies.
Were you going at the speed of light? Like
I was so mad because I think somebody told me, he's like, you just got to stay on the same machine and eventually it'll hit.
I was
And
so
Mm.
mad.
There are
was
certain
furious.
machines that I do feel like put out more. For some reason, whenever I used to go to Vegas in my early 20s, the Titanic machine always gave me money. Always. Or the Buffalo one.
The
But
Buffalo one is so funny.
yeah, those ones always got me money. But
Babe, didn't
you gotta
say
feel the
that
vibes.
the older ones usually give you more money, like not the digital, Like
Yeah.
the ones at
Really?
Circus. That's where we went
Mhm.
together because we went to the only reason we went to Vegas together one time is because I drove all the way over there to go get a bed frame.
And you know what? I needed to be compensated for that run. So
I needed to gamble a little
No,
bit.
We-
you literally I fell asleep
I was
while
so tired,
driving
dude.
on the way home.
Yeah, I
It was
bet.
terrifying. We almost crashed.
How far is that drive? It's not that far. It's like a couple hours, right?
No,
Like
but we were there for a
4.5
long time.
5 hours.
3.5?
Oh, it's like
4.
5, I think.
From it was
4.5.
from Phoenix.
Oh, from Phoenix. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was from LA.
No, from LA, it's
How
like
Yeah.
far is
That
it
was
from LA?
horrible.
4 hours, 3.5, 4 hours.
Really?
Well, regardless, the electronic ones are like their computers are pretty much programmed to steal from you. Like that's all it is, and they're all connected via Wi-Fi. People like I have been on a Reddit like community or whatever it's
I
called,
have been on Reddit.
and no, seriously,
tell.
they say like there's like people on there that say that do not play the electronic ones because they are rigged, like 100%. There's no
Do
doubt
I
about
drop
it.
your Reddit username?
No. And then Jaiden
I
has
know
it though.
I know it.
Yeah, but stop it, babe. Don't out me. Anyways, we go to Circus because they have old machines and they have the quarter and they have the dollar machines. So what I like to do is I like to go to an old school, like the little horse races that they have, like and they're like little tiny. They look like Monopoly figures. Anyways, like you put in $5 in there and you make your money off of that, like to
Mhm.
begin with. And then you go to the penny machines after you've like made your $20 at the horse races. You go to the dollar machine, you put your $20 in, and you just start playing those $20. Within those $20, you will make your money back, or you'll double it. And you just keep doing what I said. You put your $20, take your $20, and you play $20. Take those $20, and you keep going. Jaden and I did that, and we walked away. I think with like $80, like in like 40 minutes.
Alright.
There's
Oh,
like
we would have gotten more, except you kept putting the money back in. And
yeah. And then eventually I
lost
was like, we're
I think
done.
we got 140, and then we left with 80.
Yeah.
And I was pissed.
Still a win.
And after we
But
had
yeah,
just put
it's
in
like-
like $10.
It is funny because like you'll go in with $20 and you'll leave gaining 80, but you were at one point at 140, but it's like you never had that money, so why are you so pissed about losing it?
Yeah.
Really?
Because
But I get it. I'm the same way. But really, I feel like the tables are the way to go. I feel like they're the best bet for actually making something because they can't really. I mean, maybe they do rig those. I don't know. But also,
should
craps
watch.
is fun. Do you ever play that?
I wasn't 21 at this
No.
point.
It's fun because it's like everyone at the table typically plays together. So when one person wins, everyone wins. So it's very like good vibes.
I don't want to do it. I can't handle the stress.
You know
This
who
movie
can handle the
stresses me out.
stress? Adam
Seriously,
Sandler.
dude. Jesus Christ.
He can handle the stress.
He loves it. He eats that shit right up.
He lives for the stress.
Hmm.
I don't know. I could not live this way. I would literally die.
I
Of a heart
could barely
attack.
get through 2 hours of this movie.
If that was my colon they were looking at and I was him and I was in the exact same situation, that would
Why?
be riddled with cancer.
Why?
No, it's not
they-
because he actually has a really good colon because he's constantly shitting himself.
Yeah, that's true. That's probably why.
Why did we come into this movie through Adam Sandler's colon?
No idea. It doesn't
And-
Well,
make
we
sense.
didn't. It
It
starts
doesn't make
off in
sense.
it starts off
Okay,
in the mine
yeah.
in Ethiopia.
Okay, sure.
And
Let the
then
audience
But why
know
are
if they
we
didn't watch this movie
introduced to
already.
him through his colon?
And there was a polyp and we just never discussed it? Like he didn't get a biopsied?
He
No,
did.
they-
He got a
Colon cancer?
call.
they
He got a
do.
call and everything was fine.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed
He
that.
gets a call
Which
later.
well, I was like, okay, well,
Again, what was the
then
point?
what was the point?
Well, I listened to
Is like his
the
colon like a mine?
Do you think that was Adam Sandler's real colon?
Was his polyp one of the Uncut Gems?
Yes.
it's
Is it a
it's
metaphor
little,
that he smuggled this gem up his ass into the United States? And that's how he
well,
got
if
it
you want
here?
to know what the Safdie brothers said it was about, it's a story about their dad getting if I'm recalling correctly. Basically, I think their dad got a colonoscopy, and the doctor said that the Jews are predisposed to get colon cancer, so they just wanted to put that in there for fun. There's a little bit
That's
of Jewish
crazy.
identity. Okay, so this movie starts in Ethiopia, except it's actually in South Africa because the mines in Ethiopia were being controlled by the Houthis at the time that they were making this movie, so they couldn't shoot there.
Houthis. They sound so cute. Houthis.
Yeah, they're pretty cool guys.
You might
Who are
get
they?
canceled for that one. I don't know why, but it's just
Why
feel
do they
it.
have such a fun, cute name?
I don't know what to
Okay.
say about that. Because they were
didn't
created
research
by
that
Willy
part.
Wonka.
How about Houthis?
It's very Wonka-esque, isn't it? It's like Oompa
Yeah.
Loompas and the Houthis help him make chocolate.
Guys, look at my nail. It broke.
They make lottery tickets for Eli. Oh no.
Oy vey.
R.I.P. So long though.
Pissed.
I know they were long and then they broke. Or it broke.
How long do you guys think that you would last working in an opal mine in Ethiopia?
Probably
About
like
8 seconds.
negative 10
Quite a
minutes.
bit. Probably like 6 months.
I would die on the flight over.
I don't think you're
So
getting there on an
negative
airplane.
an hour.
Probably a boat.
Yeah. If you were somehow forced into working at an opal mine, I don't think you're getting there on a plane, Darian. I think you're getting there in a cargo shipping container,
Oh, okay.
Taken style.
Well, I get seasick, so I don't know if this would be good for me.
Well, I think that's the least of your concerns.
Hmm.
That guy's leg's pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude, Jesus.
What
I was
happened
like,
to
what am I
him?
watching? The Pit?
It did look like the pit. They were talking about how they were actually Ethiopian actors and they took them or they cast them in South Africa, but they were Ethiopian. And then the Chinese bosses, it accidentally turned into a Stanford prison experiment where they were taking on the roles and the Chinese actors were being assholes to all the Ethiopian dudes.
Really?
Off camera. Yeah. Which I
That makes
wonder
sense though.
if that's just them being racist. I wonder. But then smash cut into Adam Sandler's asshole.
Jesus Christ.
Well, I think wasn't this whole part like the whole point of this was like the dudes at the very end of that scene were sending Adam Sandler pictures of the Uncut Gem.
They could have done that when he was doing anything else.
True.
His colon was very clean though.
It was a clean colon. I'm going to have a lot of information from listening to the commentary track, but they had to watch a whole bunch of different colonoscopy videos to find one that wasn't too disgusting. They had to find a clean one, but one that wasn't too clean. And that scene was the very last scene they shot with, and Adam Sandler was exhausted and he was really asleep on the table for the whole thing.
Nice. Perfect.
Terrible.
Yeah.
This movie made me really grossed out by Adam Sandler. In
I
a way
didn't
that
like
I
his
never have been.
prosthetic teeth.
Yeah.
They made him look like he would have bad breath.
He probably
like
did.
that.
Now, in your dental
probably does.
expertise, Darian, were those permanent implants or just like ones that just slid up in there?
They definitely were not permanent.
Well, I mean, I know that they're not permanent because it's a movie, but in the world where he's real, would they be permanently installed or just ones that were like you just slide up in there like a
I think
grill?
that those were supposed to be like his real teeth, right?
I think
Were
they're
they?
veneers.
Yeah,
He had like a
Yeah.
gap. If they were veneers, you'd think they'd be like perfect looking.
they looked all fused together.
I thought it was just a shitty prosthetic. Hold on.
I wonder though.
Here's a perfect picture. Let me just dive in here real fast. I mean, it really does just look like a shitty prosthetic because they're pretty evenly sized, which makes it seem like they would be veneers, but at the same time, like they're not really perfect enough to be. Maybe they
I
are.
wonder if they're supposed to be just that he has shitty veneers, or I don't think they just gave him shitty teeth and they're supposed to look good and they just look shit because the movie did a bad job of making them. I think they're purposely supposed to look like Howard has shitty teeth.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to look like he has shitty teeth. Like
You should do that as a job
that would be fun. Make prosthetics.
for
Oh,
movies.
you should go
That'd be
back
so
to
fun.
2003 and start making grills for rappers.
Oh hell yeah! I think only a dentist can do that. Well, actually, I don't think that's true.
I don't
You'd
think
make so
dentists
much
make
money.
them. I think techs make them.
Yeah,
I-
I think lab techs can make them. Yeah, I'm unsure about his teeth. I don't know. I would believe it either way if they said they're supposed to be veneers or if they're just supposed to be. They don't look perfect enough to be veneers to me. They look like they're prosthetic teeth, and like when you put prosthetic teeth over your real teeth, they can only look so natural. You know what I mean? Because they're gonna be bulked out. Yeah, I think they're just supposed to be regular teeth.
Well,
Final answer.
in either case, they're gross and nasty. And
Yeah.
he needs to take some of
They
his.
look stinky.
He needs to pawn something off to buy new teeth instead of gambling with it. Did anybody do any research at all into this movie whatsoever, or did you guys just watch it?
I
Not
literally finished
Any.
it 5 minutes before we started.
Okay.
Awesome.
Well,
So
I
it's
have some
fresh.
interesting stuff about it that's fun. So they
Interesting tidbits.
they've been trying to write this. They had been trying to make this movie for years, and they couldn't get funding until after they'd made Good Time. So when they finally got Adam Sandler on
fun.
board, they had a few different NBA players that they were originally going to have in the movie. But when they finally got Kevin Garnett to do it, they had to reverse engineer when the movie would take place.
Mm.
So they had to go back and look through games of when Kevin Garnett would be in the New York area and had a good game, a bad game, and then another good game. And then they also had to figure out, they had to then change it again when The Weeknd got cast, because they had to put it into a time and place where The Weeknd wasn't super popular, but it was a thing. So that's how they finally wound up putting it in the 2012 NBA playoffs, because that's the only time period that fit for everything that they wanted to do with Kevin Garnett and The Weeknd.
Pretty cool, actually.
That's crazy. I thought the Weeknd thing was so funny and so random.
I know, but they really were prescient about how The Weeknd sucked shit. Because when this movie came out, everybody was loving The Weeknd, but this kind of portrays him as a little slime ball, which is what I think everyone kind of thinks that's what he is now. So
Really?
Yeah.
well, I mean, after that show
Mhm.
came out, and then he made some other movie just recently, and I think everyone is just kind of like soured on The Weeknd. I think they all kind of think he's just kind of a weird slime ball kind of guy. Am I wrong about
I
that,
think you'd be
Jaiden?
right.
Didn't we talk about that a few months ago when we were talking
I
about?
just know that he dated Bella Hadid, and they broke up, and a lot of people like Bella Hadid.
Well, that's probably why then,
I
because he
don't think
broke
people really
Bella Hadid's little heart.
don't like him, but no, yeah, they were on and off. But I feel like he's not as popular anymore. I mean, he obviously is The Weeknd, so he's popular, but I don't know. I saw him at Coachella. Not like saw him, but like he was brought on stage for Coachella when I was there.
That's
I mean,
pretty
I
cool.
still like his songs. I just think him I think the way that he was portrayed in this movie is more accurate than, I think in 2019 when the movie came out, people were like, oh, The Weeknd playing a slime ball. He's probably not like that. He was.
What's that other movie that he's in? I know that he's in The Idol, but there's another one, isn't he?
Yeah, there was some movie that he made that just came out last year that was I didn't watch it, but because it got like a 2% Rotten Tomatoes. I don't remember the name of it though. I could look it up, but I'm not going to.
Hurry Up Tomorrow.
Possibly.
No.
Did that come out last year with The Weeknd in it?
Yep.
Yeah. What is the rating on that bad boy?
14% Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
1.8 on Letterboxd.
Yeah, it
Has Jenna
got-
Ortega.
got pretty raked over the coals.
Has Charlie D'Amelio in it. Has Elvis's granddaughter in it.
Oh, I like her. Riley Keough.
Yeah. She's in Daisy Jones and the Six. Ugh, I love Daisy Jones and the Six. So good.
Well, let's move on to the third scene, which is Howard goes to his KMH Diamond District showroom. And immediately he walks into a very stressful situation because Phil and Nico are there trying to collect gambling debts. And this is why I love Safdie Brothers movies, because it's the way that it is make everything so frenetic and chaotic, just with all the other people talking. I guess they mic'd up everybody in there. And then when they mixed the sound afterwards, they just would put in all the audio from all these other conversations into the mix. So it just seemed frenetic and crazy. It made you go insane. And it made me go insane. And Jaiden, how do you feel about this movie going insane? Did it stress you out for the whole thing and piss you off just in general? Don't tell me if it's good or bad, but did it do that for
Yeah. It pissed me off more than it stressed me out.
because of all the
The
terrible
choices.
decisions that were happening?
Yeah.
Terrible choices? Yeah.
Yeah.
This movie is just Marty Supreme.
It is.
It's the same movie.
It is Marty Supreme.
It's
It's a dude running
almost
scams,
exactly the
trying to
same.
run scams on scams.
Schemer, going through, like, everything goes wrong, all these different situations. New York, very loud, very, like, yelly, very high stress.
I feel like this movie did a better job at
Really?
portraying this than Marty Supreme did, though.
Let's fucking go, baby. That's it. That's all
I
you guys
agree.
needed to hear. This podcast is
agree.
over.
I agree.
But anyways,
Yeah.
think
I told Jaiden that I thought it was really funny.
No, go
Sean.
ahead.
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah,
Go
I'm gonna go because this one's my movie. Sean, thank you.
You don't even
No wonder
remember
he's so
what you
active
say.
today.
No, I'm just kidding. No, I was taking a gamble there. I thought he would yell at me.
Hey.
No, okay. So I just thought it was. I told Jaiden that I think that this would probably be Marty Supreme would probably be like a close relative to who this is, to who Adam Sandler's portraying in this movie, I guess. Because I was
They're
like,
cousins.
they're cousins. They love to gamble. They're so full of them fucking selves. And I was just
They
like,
think they can't lose.
they're related for sure in a weird, odd Jewish universe.
Yes.
I think
Also
that
Jewish.
what was his name? I don't even remember what his name is
Howard.
in the movie. The main guy.
Howie.
Howard.
Oh,
Howie.
I think he's a lot less full of himself than whatever his name
Yeah,
was.
for sure.
Oh, Marty Supreme.
Marty was a cocky little bastard.
He's so irritating.
Yeah, that's Howard is as much of a schemer and a scumbag and a piece of shit as Marty Mauser is, but he knows that he sucks shit. He's just addicted to it, and this is how he has to operate his life to get through life. But he doesn't think that he's awesome or cool. I think deep down he knows that he's a piece of shit, but he's just addicted to this lifestyle. And this is what he has to do to facilitate that lifestyle. But I
Yeah.
wonder,
For sure.
I wonder if 20 years younger, I wonder if he was more like Marty and then he lost that confidence
Maybe.
over the years. And that's what Marty would turn into
Maybe.
after failing so much over the next 20, 30 years. Food for thought.
True.
What do you guys think
True.
about Julia Fox?
Plot twist. He is Marty Supreme.
Could be his dad, the right age.
Could be.
He could have been that baby that was born.
Okay.
Yes.
Julia Fox's first movie. And I don't really think I've ever seen her in anything else. So this is the only thing I know Julia Fox from. I know that she's famous now and
The one and only.
a bunch of other
Is this
stuff.
before or after she was with Kanye? I don't remember when they were together.
I don't know. I didn't even know she was with Kanye. That's how little I know about Julia Fox.
What do you mean you didn't know? That's how I found out that she existed. I feel like that's how a lot of people found out.
Well,
Is
when
she the
was
one
that?
that he makes dress and all those
No.
crazy? Okay.
This is
No,
before.
Before.
This is like the relationship right after him and Kim
Oh.
aren't together anymore.
So
And I
she
feel like that's how she became so huge. Not huge. She's skinny.
Popular.
Thank you for
popular.
clarifying.
she was in Him. She was also in Him, and that's what we recently saw her in.
Oh, yeah, she's in him. That movie was pretty ass though.
It was ass. Gory as fuck. No, not gory as fuck. Gory.
Not as fuck though, just gory.
Gory as heck. Okay.
So this beginning scene is
what did
kind
we
of
think
like
about her?
Yeah. Do you think she's good?
Beginning scene. Where are we?
I'm talking about when he goes
yeah,
first
she's
goes to
fine.
his office and he gets slapped by Nico. And it's basically it's like the setup to Phil slaps the shit out of him because he's trying to get the gambling debts. He's trying to collect money from Howard. And that's kind of like how this whole movie gets going. And you see that he's kind of like a little bitch.
Right.
And you see his friend by Lakeith Stanfield sees him get this shit slapped out of him and kind of is like, oh man, my boy Howard's a little bitch getting slapped. So there's some business about, I'll pay you back. I got the money. I'll pay you back. Yada, yada, yada. Does he give him one of the fake watches? I don't remember. But he leaves and he goes over to his apartment where Julia Fox is in bed after a long night of partying. And this is her first scene in her first movie ever. And she stayed up all night so she'd get in the right mindset of somebody who had been up all night. And they were kind of pissed off that she did that.
Why?
Because she kind of sucked. It took a lot of takes for her to get her lines right because she had stayed up all night.
She's going straight to method.
Yeah.
That's not what you're supposed to do.
Only if you're a man.
Only men can method act. Everyone knows that.
It comes with the ease of lying.
If you're a woman and you're just psychotic and stupid and inconvenient.
That's what our next movie's all about.
This is true.
Actually.
Next movie. Oh God. What is next month? What did we decide on? Oh, 2000s.
2000s this next month.
So then what happens in the movie?
He gets mad at her for having a party and not inviting him, but she did invite him, but he just stayed home with his kids because he didn't want to go over to a party, I'm assuming. It's just basically some business setting up their relationship, that she's a party girl. And I will not, for the life of me, the most implausible thing about this entire movie is why Julia Fox would be with Howard. I find that completely implausible because he has no...
Pretty easy.
He's paying for her to live in that apartment and...
I guess. But
buying her nice things, I'm sure.
But not to jump too far ahead, but why would she once he became an asshole, why was she trying to get him back? Like, why?
I think
I
she
don't know.
actually did
Because-
like him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think she did, and that's the
Some
part
kind of
that I find
sick,
unrealistic.
twisted way.
She's a real
Yeah.
I
she's a
don't
real
think it's
sick
unrealistic.
twist.
I think sometimes women just like have really bad taste.
True.
Yeah.
Very true. I think that Howie did provide like promise of a better future too, because he would talk a big game. You know, he'd be like, "Oh, I have this gem is worth like over $1 million," and like I think she liked him, but I also think she liked what the life that he provided her, and I think she was comfortable with that. And because when she was like with The Weeknd and they were like kind of close to hooking up, I feel like she actually was attracted to him and wanted to, but she didn't want to like fuck up her good
Mhm.
situation. And she knows like this guy's not gonna like be with me. You know, this guy wants to fuck me and then go about his day. I'm not gonna like let go of my apartment, my future $1 million, like all these things just to fuck The Weeknd. I really want to, but I'm not going to.
True.
Yeah, I agree. I think that she isn't actually like physically attracted to him, but is attracted to, I don't know,
Yeah, that's
something
the
about
thing
him.
is because he's got a bad
The money.
personality.
Not
He's
physically
annoying,
though.
and he's not physically attractive, and he's a degenerate gambler. That's the part. And so I'm trying to find
Yeah.
something that she finds worthy of being with him in.
I don't think it's unrealistic though. I
Can
think
I
this
No, I
happens a
simplify
lot.
it though? Can I think
I think a lot of women are with horrible men. Period.
I think to simplify it, I just believe that she has a job because of him. She has somewhere to live because of him. And she doesn't want to lose those things because without him, she doesn't have it. She's homeless and she's jobless. She's pretty much nothing. And she's too comfortable to leave that situation, especially knowing that she's so comfortable for doing nothing besides just having sex with him, showing up to work every once in a while.
Yeah, she gets to party and
I guess I just
live
feel
in
live
like
in
a
New
nice
York.
apartment.
I feel like she could level up, though. That's all I'm saying. I think my point
Maybe.
being is they got too good looking of an actor to be in this part because it becomes unrealistic that she wouldn't be able to level up with The Weeknd or Kanye West, for example. She's too good looking to
Right,
be in
but
this
like
movie.
again, I think that she's okay looking, you know? Like I think she's pretty. But I don't people like The Weeknd or just people like that are like gonna pull you into a bathroom and be like, I just wanna fuck you. It's you know, whatever. Those aren't people that like wanna necessarily be with you and like give you the things that Howie's giving her. Howie's giving her comfortability.
Yeah, but she could have gotten a
The
way
Weeknd
better
is gonna bang
situation
you
with.
and never talk to you again.
I'm not saying The
He's never
Weeknd
gonna talk to her again.
specifically, but
Come on.
a more successful, better looking guy she could definitely get in this world. That she could get a more successful, better looking
Maybe.
guy than Howard is, in my opinion.
Yeah.
There's a lot of attractive women in New York.
I was gonna
think
say,
she
I feel
knows
like-
that this is her best chance as of right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you can just
They have,
you
like, the
know,
fashion
ride
thing
the
there.
gravy train while it's
She'd
running.
probably leave him if she found something better. Yeah.
But she didn't, though. She could have gone with the guy at the end at the casino.
But she didn't
she
know
stays
that
loyal
Howie
to him
was-
through the entire movie. Like at every turn, she could
That's
have
what I'm saying. That's
upgraded,
why I think
and she
she
stays
also
loyal.
there's a part of her that does.
I think she probably
there's a
does
part
care
of her
about
that
him.
does like him and care about him, but not physically. Almost kind of like a dad in a
It's her
weird way.
sugar daddy.
It's so gross.
But like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think she cares about him.
And
I
I know,
think
and that's
also
what's
that guy
odd.
at the end was disgusting.
Well, yeah, but he was even richer. He was rich as fuck, real rich.
Some of us, there are limits, okay? There are limits.
I mean, is he really that much more
Was he
weird
richer?
looking
I
than
mean-
Howard?
Yes.
Yes.
I mean,
and just weird in general. The way he's like, yeah, baby, I gotta take a shower, baby. If anyone comes to the door, baby, answer the door, baby. I'm like, shut the fuck up.
That guy fucking ruled, though.
Calm down, Justin Bieber.
Like, ugh. I just know he reminds me so much of someone, and I can't think of who it is. Oh, this guy that used to come into the dental office I used to work at reminds me of him so much. Like, honestly, that could be him. That could be him. He used
Maybe
to come
it
and pay
was.
for everything like full cash. Like, do my
Baller.
home math, full cash.
Baller.
I'm going to the Philippines for 6 months.
Ugh, nasty.
It was sad though, like how she responded to him. Like you could tell. I mean, it's a movie, but you could tell that her character like experiences this all the time.
Oh yeah, she knows.
I mean,
Honestly, good for her for like getting her money and driving away.
yeah, I wonder what
She didn't know him anything.
I wonder what happens after, but we'll get to that.
Yeah.
So he takes off, he leaves the apartment and he goes and pawns a Michael Jackson necklace to get some more money to place more bets with a different bookie so he
And
can
he
pay
got that
off the other
from
bookie. Yeah, who did he get that from?
Yeah.
I forget. It's not his though.
It's not. Wasn't that for the weekend or something? No. They were saying that it's for someone.
Yeah, he was going to try to sell it to the weekend. Julia was going to try to
He
sell
was
it to
trying
the
to sell it to
weekend,
the weekend.
but he had pawned it. So maybe this
Okay.
one he did actually own, unlike everything else he pawns off. But he gets a call from Lakeith
The
Stanfield.
pawning of other people's things is
Damani
crazy.
is saying that, hey, Kevin Garnett's over here. Get back to the showroom. Kevin Garnett, KG's here. Get the fuck back here. And so he gets back to the
He
showroom.
pisses me so off, dude.
Kevin
He
Garnett
pisses
does?
me so off.
Kevin Garnett pisses you so off?
No. What's his name?
Howard? Who are we talking about?
Damani?
Damani?
That how you say it?
Yeah, Damani.
Yeah, it's
He was
Damani.
pissing me off. He was pissing me so off, dude.
He's a great actor.
Straight out of Compton.
I love him. He should be in more stuff.
He is really good, and that's why I hated him. I hated his character because he was really annoying. Like, what do you mean? I just don't like when people obviously do something wrong and then they're acting like they're offended that they did something wrong. Like,
Yeah.
why are you not apologetic right now? You're doing something wrong. Why are you getting mad? I
Which
don't know.
part?
It
No,
feels
I agree.
irritating me. Like when he was supposed to have the stone every time and he kept lying and saying he had it and he didn't. Like, first of all, why are you lying? And why are you getting pissed off at him, telling him to chill out when you're supposed to have the fucking stone? Like, what do you mean he needs to chill out?
Yeah.
Get the fucking stone, bro.
Why the fuck did he even lend them the stone, the gem?
Well, he loaned
Really
it to
don't
him
know.
with it, bro.
because
So he could get the ring, I think. He had that in his mind he was going to do that, I think.
I think it was a combination of
Or maybe not.
I think the ring thing, I think he just got pressured into it because of his love of basketball, and he's such a huge basketball fan that just the chance to please Kevin Garnett was he just couldn't deny Kevin Garnett because he loves basketball so much. Is really what I think it boils down to. And then getting the ring and getting a chance to use that ring to pawn money to get more money to place another bet was just what he took advantage of the opportunity after it came. I don't think that was the plan to begin with, because the whole reason that he's got him over there, that Damani brought him over there so he could try to sell him one of his knockoff Rolexes that he has hidden in Howard's safe.
The
But he
whole,
really
like,
does.
business aspect of all of this is so confusing to me.
It really is. It's so stressful because there's all the gambling shit's going on, and that's super hard to follow. And then there's all the jewelry shit that's super hard to follow. Then there's all the pawning of the jewelry that's super hard to follow, and following who owns what and who owes money to who and who's pawned what to where and what he's got to get money to pay off to go over here is so stressful.
And
realized
what's
in this
real and
movie-
what's fake.
I realized in this movie that I don't know how pawning stuff works.
Yeah.
I thought
can-
that you give it to a pawn shop and they can sell it. And if
There's-
you can come back with the money before they sell it, cool. But
Well,
if
there's-
not, then too bad.
There's two different ways of dealing with the pawn shop. So you can go to a pawn shop and just straight up sell something to a pawn shop, like they just buy it from you. But then if you're pawning it, you have a certain amount of time to buy it back before they put it out, and you got to pay a fee. And then once that time has passed, they put it out there for sale, and then it gets cheaper and cheaper
it.
over time. So if you go to a
That
pawn
makes
shop,
a lot more scenes in other movies make sense to me. Because you know how many times in a movie people go pawn something off and then later on they try and go get that thing back and it's sold and people are like shocked by this, and I'm like, what did you think was gonna happen?
Yeah,
But that makes
Yeah,
more
but
sense.
that makes sense. Yeah.
yeah, but there's a implication that it's sort of like a loan that
Yeah.
with putting collateral down with the thing.
Right.
So when you go into pawn something, they go, are you selling it or pawning it? Because it's different. They'll give you more money
So
for
I
a
could go
pawn.
pawn something right now for rent money?
Yeah.
I don't have anything that's worth that much, but
Your PC. People will pawn PCs all the time.
then I wouldn't be able to play The Sims.
Or record this
I wouldn't know
podcast.
what to pawn either.
Yeah, that's secondary.
Like,
Yeah,
do you
that's
want
why
this?
you-
How much can I get for this?
What is that?
It's one of those like
Oh, little
brain
fidget toys,
teaser
brain
puzzle
teaser
things.
games.
Yeah.
Probably not much.
Yeah.
The
$3.
only thing when I go to the pawn shop all the time to look for movies for Blu-rays, and it's basically guns, tools, jewelry, and musical instruments, video game
I
systems,
feel like
and
pawning a gun is
iPads.
sketchy. What did you do with that gun?
Well, there's a whole legal process. They have to get all the information before they'll do it. But
Good.
there's always some crazy dudes in there looking at guns at the pawn shop. But yeah, pawning is stressful. Everything about this movie is stressful. But Kevin Garnett, do you guys have any concept of who Kevin Garnett is at all in any way, shape, or form? Is this your first
No.
like, could he have just been a guy pretending to be a basketball player named Kevin Garnett?
I thought he
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's funny.
I don't even know why they wasted time like finding an actual player and doing the,
Because the
reverse
people that actually like
engineering.
this movie are people that would care.
Yeah.
True.
I, on the
Mhm.
other hand, don't give a shit.
I think she just revealed that she didn't like this movie.
Well, I didn't say
Well,
that.
so Kevin Garnett's
Mm.
one of the best basketball players of all time. Like, he's just one of the greatest. He's in the top 50 rankings. Won a championship with the Celtics for real in 2008. So that ring is real. It's his real ring that he gives to Howard, his real championship ring. And this is the first time he's ever acted. And everybody thought he did a really good job for being a basketball player who's never acted before. But the part where he was
Acting's
leaning,
not that hard, you guys.
well, for some people it is. The part where he's leaning on the glass, they had a remote control and nobody knew when it was going to happen because they wanted everybody to be surprised when they
God.
actually hit the button and made the glass explode.
That would scare me.
Yeah, so that was very funny because Howard's just like, don't lean on the glass, it's going to break. Don't lean on the glass. I told you not to lean on the glass.
He said it just like that.
Told
Looking
you
at
not to
pictures
do
of
it.
True.
Kevin Garnett. I'm looking at pictures of him. He'd be a great Frozone. He has like the perfect head shape.
He does look like Frozone.
Like body shape, everything. Perfect shape.
Keep that in mind when they eventually make a Incredibles live action version. There's no way they're not going to do that in the next 20 years.
He really would. The head shape.
It is the head
It's
shape.
literally exactly the same. Amazing. So there's all these series of unfortunate events.
There really
Right.
is. Just
One
the fact
thing
that
after another.
he's got to get that opal out of the
Oh,
fish
what
is
killed
disgusting.
me? The what out of the fish?
And he had to get the opal out of the fish that was smuggled in.
Oh. Worst part of this movie is when he looked at the camera like directly and he said, "I'm gonna come," when he got the gem. Made
Yeah.
me shiver to my core.
That was almost as bad as when you guys say this something fucked.
To me, it's way worse.
I
The
thought
way he said it.
I thought it fucked when he said, I'm gonna come. I'm gonna come.
Ew. Gross. Gross.
I think that's
It's
what
funny.
made me. Yeah, I think that is one of the things that made me extremely grossed out by Adam Sandler.
Full body chills. Yeah.
Okay, so you were gonna say the series of unfortunate events, and you were about to say something about that.
Yeah. And I was going to kind of jump ahead because someone's got to keep us on fucking time with this podcast. That what really killed me is when he did his first big bet on the game. And after Kevin Garnett got the gem and he won like over $1 million or something. And he's like, yeah. Like, I was like, okay, yeah, we got money. And then those guys were like, we canceled the bet. You did what? You did what? You canceled my $1 million bet? I'm pissed.
No, honestly though, I would feel that exact way if Jaiden didn't let me get a lottery ticket. And I was thinking of numbers.
Jaiden didn't let me get lottery ticket?
And I was thinking of the numbers, and those numbers won. I would never talk to her again.
Wait, are you talking about the bet he did after he pawned the ring?
Yes.
Yeah, I was thinking about that at the end. I was like, damn, so that's 2 times he would have won the bet
I know. Oh my
and
God.
didn't get the money.
Literally, like, I won the money and I was about to pay you your fucking money and you stopped the bet. So our debts are cleared, bro. Like, this is on you.
Yeah.
But they stopped it because they thought he was recklessly spending the money that, he owed them. I get that, but you fucked up.
Okay, I have to admit something here.
Okay.
I don't remember this part at all. When did he find out that the bet was canceled?
You don't?
No, because in my memory,
It
and I
was
just watched
like-
this again yesterday. So he takes the ring from Kevin Garnett, immediately pawns it, and then goes over and puts the bet. He goes to that restaurant and places the
Mhm.
bet, and then he goes
Right, with that
home.
guy.
He goes home to his wife,
Mm.
to
And he
Elphaba,
watches the game and annoys the fuck out of her. Yeah,
right?
to Elphaba, and she
And he's
sings
watching the
"Defined" with
game,
a P.
right? And then he takes
Yeah.
he's in the black cab home, and he finds out that he wins the bet, and that's when he
Mhm.
gets a hold of Julia Fox to hook up, and he goes to the apartment, but he gets there
Right.
before her,
Yep.
and he does the creepy, weird spying on her from the closet. And then they have their sex
So
scene.
weird.
When did he find out? Was it the next day that he found out that they canceled the bet?
I think it's when
Yeah.
he went to the kids' play and when they took him outside or he went
Yes.
outside
That's right.
and then they were like right before they put him in the trunk. I
Yeah.
think.
And he was trying
Oh.
to say like, "No, like I won big, like I won the bet." And they're like, "We canceled the bet. You're spending your money recklessly. Like you owe us that money. You're putting it
Somehow
on bets." He's like, "You fucking assholes! I would have won."
They kind of like
'Cause
And
I
they
sped
thought
strip him
that
past
those
naked.
were
them specifically saying that
I thought
because they never say it. He's like, "You canceled the bet," or you like whatever.
Oh, how did I miss that?
Yeah.
Because to my understanding, it was 2 separate gambling
How
entities.
did you think that the bet didn't go through?
I didn't know that. I thought he won that
The movie
money.
would be over. No, he would just pay off the guys. The movie would be right over.
Well, I thought he
Well,
needed
he
to
probably wouldn't have.
I
But
just didn't know
yeah.
how much money
True.
he won. I just thought he
It was over $1 million.
Okay. I
The
don't know how
first
I missed
time, it was
that.
over $1 million.
Now I need to watch it
Yeah.
again.
They stripped him naked and put him in the trunk of the car.
Yeah,
What a
I just
loser.
I didn't know it was over $1 million. I did not know
Yeah.
that. I thought it was like 100
Yeah.
and 200. I
Yeah,
don't
'cause
remember.
the
That's
big
it?
Oh, because
win
No.
is
he
the
put
one at
in
the end.
he put it on.
Okay.
And
I was
then
gonna
that's
say,
also how much he was supposed to make, or he thought he was gonna make from the stone on the auction.
yeah, he said
Okay.
something about when he got there and he made his bet, and he was going to bet on every single point that he makes, and then he's
It's
supposed to make over 25 shots or
it's
points.
Howard pawns the ring to place a 6-way parlay worth $600,000. So not $1 million, but 600,000.
Yeah.
Enough to pay back that guy, and then more. Because I think he owes the bookie guys like 100 grand, maybe a little bit more for buying the gem. Which I'm kind of like, how did he not have money to buy this gem? He has money to put up his mistress in a New York City apartment. He doesn't have money to buy a gem.
Well, he does have the money. He buys the gem.
He borrows the money from his brother-in-law. That's why
What
his
do you mean
brother-in-law
at the
is.
auction? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about to buy the gem in the first place. I
But
thought that he borrowed that
oh,
money from his brother-in-law,
that
and
makes
that's
sense. I
why the
didn't
whole
know that
time
though.
they're like, "Where's our fucking money?" And he's like, "Guys."
No, I think that the whole thing where he's getting harassed and the guy who slaps him and his brother-in-law is just gambling debts. It's not from buying the gem.
Yeah,
Oh.
It's just from
Hmm.
previous
So
losing
did
sports
they
money.
say that though?
They
no, because that
don't.
makes
It
sense.
says here, Howard has borrowed $100,000 from his brother-in-law Arno, a loan shark, and used the money to purchase and smuggle a 600-carat black opal from Ethiopia's
Huh.
Wellow mine.
But
That
did they
makes
ever
sense.
say that in the movie? I
I
don't
don't
think
think
they
they ever say that,
specified.
no.
That makes
I don't think
sense
they
to me though.
specified. I don't
Yeah,
think they
that
specified, but I had to look this up because I was honestly so confused the first 20 minutes of this movie. I was like, first of all, I was in a colon, and then I was out of the colon, and I'm just thrown right in. I feel like I was just birthed again, and I just got thrown into life because what is happening? Who are all these people? So I had to look it up to kind of like catch myself up to speed. So that's
Well,
what
no,
I
that
read, and
makes
that's what I went into the
no, that
movie
makes perfect sense.
thinking.
It just they never say that in the movie, and I never looked it up, so I just assumed that these were all separate deals of different things that are happening. I never put
And
that
that could be
together
true too.
that
This could be
that was
incorrect. I
the
don't know.
money for the gem. But it might as well. I mean,
Yeah.
it's all,
It's all the same.
it's
I
all the
mean,
same pool of money, so he might as well have been the money to pay to buy the gem in the first place. He probably had
right.
$100,000 that he lost gambling and then used that money to buy the gem, so it makes perfect sense. I just never put
Yeah.
that together. And wow, I don't know
Yeah,
how
I feel
I've
like,
seen this movie like
you
5
know,
times and I never
there's a
caught
lot
that
happening.
they canceled
There's
that money from the debt from that
there's a
initial
lot
game.
happening
That's
in this
crazy.
movie. There are things that you guys are talking about that I'm like, I don't remember that. I've only watched it twice, but some of the stuff in the beginning, I was like, I'm just gonna pretend like I know what you're talking about. I don't remember that. So it's just one of those movies where there's so much happening, you have to watch it a few times.
I feel like I know more about this movie than both of you, and I was watching someone play Sims while I watch this movie.
How dare you? I know so much about this movie.
I can only remember the things I learned that they talked about on the commentary track because that's what I watched yesterday. And you couldn't hear anything that was happening in the movie. It was just them talking about things that were happening in the movie.
But Elphaba's over his shit. And she stands on that the whole time. She never falters. Respect.
She's also Elsa.
She is
She's Rachel
also
Berry's
Elsa.
mom.
She is Rachel Berry's mom.
Who is
How
Rachel
I
did
thought that was so
Berry?
cool.
John Travolta say her name?
The wickedly talented.
I don't remember.
The wickedly talented. The wickedly talented Idina Menzel. Or now see, I can only think of her real
No.
name.
I can't even say it wrong.
The wickedly talented.
I have to look this up.
No, yeah, me too. Adim Dazel. The wickedly talented Adim Dazel.
No, it's Adele Dazeem.
Adele Dazeem.
No way.
The wickedly talented Adele Dazeem. It's the best thing ever.
There's no way.
Yeah, at the Oscars.
I saw that video recently, but I didn't know I forgot that it was that bad.
Yeah. There's one of the podcasts I listen to, Hollywood Handbook. People can pay money to have their name Travoltified by one of the hosts.
So Adele Dazeem is like so over Adam Sandler shit. And he's like, give me another chance. And she's like, no, bitch. I hate you. I wish I never had to look at your face again.
Well, that's not until
Like,
later. That's
damn.
not till after
She's not wrong.
the
Good for
Passover
her.
dinner.
I know. I just wanted to bring it up.
Yeah.
I just want to, we caught the vibes. We caught the vibes throughout. When she had to go let him out of the trunk.
Oh,
I
shit.
honestly
How
love her.
embarrassing. I do too.
Yeah. That's why that was when I'm watching this movie with Jaiden in mind, thinking she might actually like this one because everybody
Because Rachel
thinks-
Berry's mom is.
Everybody thinks that he sucks and calls him out for sucking shit and really doesn't take his shit through this whole movie for the most part. So even though it's a
For the
movie
most
about a
part.
bad guy,
Jeez.
the message is that he's a bad guy.
Yeah.
So I had hopes. I had
It's
hopes
less
for
Marty
Eli's
Supreme.
choice. Yeah, because in Marty
Well,
Supreme, everybody's
it's
like,
not
this
over
guy
yet.
rules. And we love him.
Everyone's like sucking his dick. Yeah.
Literally.
Funny.
What would you do if
For a Klondike bar.
if Hayden or Eli scared the shit out of you, popped out of the closet like you did to her? Would you
I'd be
murder
like,
him?
No.
That's
don't
why
think
we
it's
shouldn't
worth
have guns in the
prison.
house.
No,
Because
I
I would
agree.
shoot you.
You
Not
like
because
run,
I scared you.
open the safe, get the gun out, cock it, turn the safety up, and point it at Eli and shoot
Get this
him.
out. Get this out. That's another fear of mine. Be framed for murder.
But he scared me
No,
20 minutes
actually,
ago.
that's a fear of mine too.
He popped out of the
I know,
closet
seriously.
20 minutes ago.
You scared the shit out of me. It was a quick decision.
No, I have a fear that someone I know in my life is gonna get murdered, and I'm somehow gonna get framed for it, or they're gonna think it was me, and this video is gonna come out, and they're gonna be like, "Well, like this is gonna be used in trial," and they're gonna think I did it.
Yeah.
I think I definitely have OCD.
Solid fear. Solid fear.
Parody.
I definitely also have OCD, and it's been getting worse and worse and worse. Do you have a fear of trying new medications? Like the first
Yeah.
time you try a medication? Because like every time I have to do so much research on it, and it's like side effects, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I've never been like
cannot
that.
look at the side effects.
I've
ever.
never, ever been like that. But like, I was thinking about asking my cardiologist about beta blockers or something like that. There's this one that's not a beta blocker, but it slows your heart rate, but it doesn't change your blood pressure.
Mhm.
And it works by like not, I looked it up, it works by blocking basically part of like the pacemaker in your heart, like turning that off. And I'm like, people use it all the time for POTS, all the time. And I'm like, what if it makes my heart stop?
Yeah.
It's going to turn the rhythm off and then I'm going to die.
It's gonna turn it off. Yeah, no, yeah.
You have a
Or
Or beta
pacemaker?
blockers. I'm like, my heart rate and blood pressure is going to drop so low that I'm going to die. No, everyone has a natural pacemaker
No, that
Oh.
happened
called
to
the
me. though.
sinoatrial node in your heart. And when yours isn't working properly, you have to get a pacemaker.
Mm.
But everyone has like a natural pacemaker. That's just what
pretty
they call
cool.
it.
I did take beta blockers, and it did
Mhm.
make my heart rate too low, and I did get nauseous and almost pass out.
Awesome.
It wasn't even that low though. It was like normal, but because I had such a high heart rate, it wasn't it was like 50 or 55 or something. But because my constant is usually at like 80 to 100, just normal
Mm-hmm.
because of anxiety, I was just not used to it, so I like started getting lightheaded and stuff like that.
We're
You
trying
know,
to run over here.
80 to 100 isn't like the most ideal resting heart rate, but it's actually normal.
It's
Anything,
not it wasn't my resting necessarily. It was just like, well, yeah, I guess it's kind of my rest. Like if I'm like talking and moving around, not necessarily going for a walk, but like moving around, yeah, that would be.
yeah. I mean, like 60 to 100 is normal, technically.
But when I would like
there's also
walk,
optimal, you know?
when I would like walk, and if I went to the doctor, it would be like 140
Yeah,
at
that's
the doctor because I was having like
anxious. Every
Yeah.
time I go to the doctor, my blood pressure is like crazy.
yeah.
But every time I check it at home, it's
And it's always
normal.
been like that too, because I remember in middle school, I went to get a physical so I could do volleyball, and they're like, we can't approve this because your heart rate is too high. We need to do it again.
Denied.
Literally. I was like, what? And so that made me even more anxious, and it just got higher.
Yeah. If I'm like up walking around, my heart rate's gonna be at least 120. If it's less than 110, I'm having a good day. But
Yeah.
120 to 130 usually, especially in the morning. Like when I first wake up in the morning, it's worse because like sleeping, I'm laying like this all night, and then I stand up and all my blood goes down to
Yeah.
my feet, and so my heart rate's really high.
You guys should definitely get into
But
the world of high stakes sports gambling. I think it would do good for you.
Oh,
I think you would
perfect.
I think you would thrive in
Just
these
pop a beta
environments.
blocker.
Yeah. So
Pop
this
a beta
part where
blocker before you start gambling.
Dude, that girl, sorry, real quick. That girl that didn't know about Michael Jackson that we went on the trip with, we like got on the plane and we were talking about like flying anxiety, and she's like, I have beta blockers. Anyone want a beta blocker? She's like handing beta blockers out. I'm like, no, thank you. I don't want to die.
Doctors take them all the time before surgeries and stuff.
Yeah, like it's
Crazy.
It's pretty safe, but I'm just like, I am not trying to die. Thank you. You want a
people
beta
take
I
blocker?
them
even get
before
scared
job
on
interviews.
airplanes because I get scared on
just-
airplanes because I feel like the pressure is gonna make me have an aneurysm.
I've never thought that before. Thanks a fucking lot. Because now, new fear.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say what I normally think is that the pressure is not going to pressurize and the pilots are going to lose consciousness and we're going to fall out of the sky.
No, I didn't think about that, so thank you. We're trading trauma over.
Thank you so much. God, Jesus.
I don't think people with OCD should talk to each other.
I
You guys
don't
worry
either.
too much about stuff.
Thank you. I know it's so bad. I honestly feel like I need to go to a doctor and be like,
It's
is there
exhausting.
something I can take? It's exhausting. Like everything is so high stakes. You know, just like this movie. Everything is so high stakes.
The way you guys feel during this movie is how we feel on a daily basis.
Yes, it's exhausting, truly, mentally. It's a lot.
I really thought I was going to get hit by a tornado the other night. That stress.
Dad's been through so much weather. I was talking to him before you guys got on. He's like, I got snowed on today.
Can
Yeah.
we
Like,
have an
directly on
intervention
you?
about how descriptive you are and how long your text messages are about whatever traffic or weather is going on
Absolutely
as a truck
not.
driver? Because I'm sorry, but I can't handle it anymore.
You can read.
It's
You're a
every
truck
day I'm getting
driver.
an update.
It's only one paragraph. If I don't tell you
It's
exactly
a
what's
big
happening, it's not
paragraph.
going to make sense.
No,
I
but
have
it's
to give
like
context.
you could when I ask you like what time are we gonna record, and you're like, well, on Wednesday I'm gonna go to sleep at 5 in the morning, and hopefully I'm gonna wake up at 6 p.m. and have to be here by then and here by then. But it's also supposed to have a snowstorm that day, and then I usually this, usually that, and then you don't actually even answer the question. It's like every single time, and I'm gonna mute the conversation at this point because I can't do it. I can't
Dad,
do it anymore.
I care about your day.
Just
I
read
care,
it.
but like, give me it and like, give me a summary.
Just weed it.
I feel like I'm editing it down to its bare essentials. I can't
That's crazy.
edit it any
That's
more
crazy.
than that.
Just answer the question. Okay. Here's what you can
Yes,
do. If
I
I'm
know what you're gonna
asking,
say.
if I'm asking a question, like you can send a paragraph for everyone else, and then a separate response just for me that just has the just plain answer.
What you should do is the immediate response should be the time. Okay. What time are we recording? 7 p.m. on Thursday. Okay. Then you can go into all the descriptions of why it's 7 p.m. on Thursday.
Yeah, reader's
But just-
choice. If I want to read it, I can. If I don't, then I don't have to.
The only time I ever send
The
these
TLDR for
long
your dad.
messages is
TLDR.
because
Fast forward.
don't know. I'm trying to say these are all the variables that make it so I can't tell you what time it is because I won't know because I don't know. That's the
Guess that
point I'm
makes
trying to
sense.
get across.
I mean, you could just say
But
lots
I
of
don't want to go like,
variables.
I don't know. Because then I'm trying to be like,
Many
it could be,
variables.
these are all
TBD.
the things that I'm dealing with that keep me from giving you an actual solid answer. Because you're like, can you give me a specific time of when we're going to record? And I have to go, I cannot because of
It's not
this.
even that I want a specific time. It's just a day or maybe 2 options. Like, I don't know, something. But like, when you're as soon as you bring anything having to do with a time that you need to be somewhere, I'm out. Like, as soon as I see a number that's not the number that I'm asking for, I can't focus. I don't know what you're talking about anymore.
Well, I'll try to do better. Sorry. I'll just go fuck myself.
You hurt his feelings.
Put it in the newsletter.
I did, actually. Did you read it? It's just a big long paragraph about Miles
No, I
driving
did
in
not.
Texas. I wrote an entire newsletter about what you just complained about. So there.
It's funny.
You know, there's people who will just watch live streams of truck drivers driving down the road. So there's a market for my
Yeah, that's Eli. You can send those
Eli, do you
messages
like
to
my
him. That's what
long
I'm
text
saying. Reader's
messages explaining
choice.
everything that I'm doing and why I may or may not be able to record at a certain time?
Yep, I do.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Because it does kind of make sense. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I can see how that's hard. So, sorry.
Yeah, there's just so many fucking variables about bullshit. I'm just finding myself hanging out, standing in the middle of a street in Long Beach, California with 10 drunk Mexicans pissing on the side of my truck. And
How do
that's
you know
not
they're
racist.
Mexican?
Funny.
Because how? Because they're speaking Spanish and I see them with my eyes. So
Oh yeah, because people in Mexico are the only people that speak Spanish.
when you combine those two things
I
together,
forgot.
okay, I'm in Southern California,
Combine what 2 things together?
speaking Spanish and the way that they look,
Mm,
and they had a big Mexican flag flying,
I don't know.
and they were saying "Viva la
Okay.
Mexico."
That'll do it.
They were not saying that.
They were. It was a Mexican
They were
pride
thinking
party.
it.
They were saying how much they love Mexico. They were playing Mexican national anthem, and they all had shirts that said "I'm Mexican."
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
You should have
Any-
started with that.
That's what happened, and I'm sticking to that story. And there's no way you can prove me wrong.
And
Let me. Okay,
what's that
I'll
shit called when
restate it.
people are like,
There was 10 Latin presenting.
Oh, and then you talk over the person
Spanish-speaking
that is
men.
Mexican. That's good.
How do you know
Got
he's
it, put it
Mexican?
There's Latin speaking. What?
There was Latin presenting men speaking Spanish, drunk, pissing on the side of my truck in Long Beach at midnight last week. And that's
What the fuck are we talking about?
I don't
That's
know.
racist.
No, I'm not racist. I didn't have a problem with them doing
I
it. I
think
was
there's a
just
little-
describing what was happening.
You can be racist without hating the person you're being racist towards. It's called a microaggression.
I have a lot of microaggressions.
Read about it.
I want to have macroaggressions. Do you think when
That's
Do you think when Damani
That's a hate crime.
drove Howard all the way to Philadelphia just to fuck him over was a macro or a microaggression?
I don't know what that was.
Oh, can I be honest?
Mm.
I didn't expect him to have a Porsche.
Racist.
The Damani.
Was that a?
what?
Yeah.
How did he even know Kevin Garnett?
I think
Because
he's
they're
just.
like actually friends.
I think it's just he's in that world of providing rich dudes with jewelry. He's just a
Jewels.
hustler.
He
He's just.
seemed like he was new at the job though.
You guys
Like
got
he
to
had
go.
just started doing it.
You guys got to go back and watch more MTV shows about rappers buying jewelry in the 2000s. It would inform a lot of this movie for you, I think. I think he's just a guy. He's just a guy who knows people. Okay, so
Yeah.
Howard takes
People
off
know.
after there's the whole thing with him being naked in the trunk and everything that we talked about. And then the next morning he goes over to the auction house to check on how the auction thing is going. But he doesn't have the opal, so they can't do the appraisal. So he gets a hold of Damani. He picks him up outside the auction house and they drive to Philadelphia to get the Uncut Gem. But he totally ditches them because Howard can't help himself but to do a layup on a basketball court at an NBA practice facility. So he fucks himself by doing that, and Damani ditches him. But if he would have not have done that basketball, if he wouldn't have popped that basketball out and done the layup, he would have gotten in, and he would have gotten the rock back
Yeah.
a day earlier.
I just saw something that said that he is so caught up in his addiction on betting and stuff. And I think that kind of ties into that. Like maybe he loves betting and basketball so much that he doesn't pay attention to anything else
No,
because
that's
he could have
true.
easily solved his problems.
Yeah, I agree, Eli. He is addicted to everything to his own detriment that he can't even pay attention to what's happening. That's exactly true, and that's exactly what happened. Is Damani ditches his ass because he has no plan. He knows that he's not going to be able to get the rock back. He's not going to get the opal back. So he just straight up ditches Howard, and he can't get in. And I think that is a macro and microaggression all wrapped into one.
Yeah. I think I would leave him too. He's so fucking annoying, dude.
I mean, he's annoying. Damani's annoying. They're all
Damani's
scamming each
annoying as
other.
fuck.
I mean, he's running hustles. Everybody is bad in this. Everybody's the bad guy, except for Kevin Garnett. He's pretty honest throughout this whole thing.
Yeah, I will.
In his
Yeah,
own way.
I guess.
I mean, he does steal it for an extra day, but he doesn't lie
Right.
about it. And he does offer to buy it for a shit ton of money.
Yeah, but way less than what he thought it was worth.
That's true.
Like, I tell you, hey, I'm going to auction this tomorrow morning for over $1 million. I need you to have this back tomorrow morning. Yeah, for sure. Keeps it for 2 days and says, I'll give you like 100-something thousand for it.
Yeah.
That's
I wonder if he
shitty.
got it. Oh, I wonder if he got it appraised. I wonder if he's. See, now I don't. After you told me about how they canceled the bet, and now I don't know if I know anything about this movie. I wonder if he's the one who. I wonder if he got it appraised, and he knew that it was worth that way less, and that's
Maybe.
why it got appraised way less when he actually got it to the auction house to get it appraised, and it ended up being less. I wonder if that's Kevin
Yeah.
Garnett
That's
took it
not.
there.
That's not why.
No,
I
you
thought it
don't
was
think
because
he?
they like didn't show up to the auction that day and they were like pissed
That's
about
just
it.
how much it was worth.
No, I'm not saying that Kevin Garnett caused it to be, but I wonder if Kevin Garnett got it also appraised and knew that it was
I think
worth
that if
less.
he did, he would have said that. I think
Yeah,
he's
that's
just
true.
a popular basketball player that doesn't really think about anyone else.
Yeah,
Yeah,
And
he's
he's
like, I'm
probably right.
famous, so we're all good.
And he also said, like, I thought you were a fan. So I think he was like, like he's a
That's fucked
fan.
up.
He's not going to get pissed off, And
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't think Damani was communicating at all.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I don't think he thought it was that big of a deal or just didn't care. And it was also helping. He thought it was helping him so much. He's like,
that is the whole like bullshit about sports people and their what is the word superstitions are crazy. Baseball so much more than basketball, but I think he's
Yeah, I've heard that about
superstitious.
baseball. Yeah.
All right, so what happens now? They haven't had the Passover yet, right?
No.
Oh yeah, this is where we find out about Arlo being his family member.
Yeah. Oh, Kevin Garnett, he first, real quick, he brings back the opal, and that's when he offers to buy it. But we talked about that a little bit. And then he gets in that fight with Damani, and he takes all his watches back and dumps red Gatorade into the fish tank and takes
I
off.
know. Taking it out on the fish? That's fucked
Yeah.
up.
That is a dick move. Could have just broke stuff.
Yeah.
And then he runs into Julia on his way to the Passover dinner. It's when he throws the milkshake all over, or the smoothie. He knocks the smoothie out of her hand all over. That's a macroaggression. Like after that, the fact that
Not
she would
micro.
still stay with him after getting smoothieized, fuck that shit.
Yeah, I mean, again,
Crazy.
money, apartment,
I
lifestyle.
guess, but
It's
he's
worth a
already kicked her
smoothie
out.
or
She's already
two.
moved out.
Yeah,
She
but
keeps coming back.
she thinks that she can get him back, and she does.
I guess so. I guess she does, technically. So yeah, what were
Yeah.
you saying, Eli? When there's the Passover dinner, this is when we find out that Arlo, that's his name, right?
Yeah, I think this was before
Arno.
too, though. Before the smoothie.
No,
Wasn't
he goes from the smoothie to the Passover dinner.
Oh, that's right. Because of the Passover dinner, that was
She sends
after
him.
he had gone to the weekend concert. Yeah. Yeah. So this is where they find out that this is where we as an audience find out that
Arno,
Arnold is
his brother-in-law.
brother-in-law, which makes sense, but doesn't because he's an asshole. But I'm sure he's an asshole for a reason, and I feel like that's the kind of person that would be an asshole to you if they already don't like you and then they lend you money and they don't like you more. Regardless, that's besides the point. But yeah,
But he's pretty clearly an asshole to everyone because Judd Hirsch, the father-in-law, doesn't like him either. He thinks he's an asshole.
yeah. Oh yeah. Then yeah.
And he's not Jewish.
Oh, he's not?
No,
Is he?
because there's that scene, there's the part where Judd Hirsch, the father-in-law, says he comes up to me and he says, like, "Happy holidays," like it's, fucking Christmas time.
Oh, yeah.
And
That's
he's kinda
funny.
just bitching about how his daughter married a non-Jewish guy and that he's an asshole and he doesn't like him.
Oh,
Mm.
yeah, for sure. That is crazy. It's kinda funny, though.
So he's kind of like an interloper in their family. He's an outsider, so they're already against him.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also didn't realize how, well, I guess if we wanna get over this whole Passover thing. So you find out that that's the case. He expresses to Arno, right?
Yeah. Arno, yes.
He expresses to Arno and to everybody around there, but I'm pretty sure he was just, like, trying to like, specifically target Arno and saying that, he was getting this money, blah, 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 he was trying to do whatever, and what's coming up next or what was happening next, or that the jewel was worth, like, millions of dollars, trying to, like, hype him up and give him that reassurance that, he's gonna get a lot of money out of this jewel, just to be patient and, to not try anything else,
Yeah, now,
but
I mean, knowing that he borrowed the money to buy the jewel, I don't understand why they're being such assholes about him needing to pay them back before he sells it. Unless they didn't know it was maybe they thought it was for something else, or it just doesn't make any sense so that's why the whole time I thought that he just owed them gambling money. And they're like, "And you bought this fucking jewel, also, even though you owe us all this money, you spent $100,000 on a jewel instead of paying us our money back." And he's going, "But I'm
yeah.
gonna sell it for $1,000,000." That's why
Well,
I
he
don't think.
said when he caught him or whatever, if I don't know if it was in the beginning or at the school thing, but he like came up with a bunch of things of things that he's paid for that he like something having to do with a pool resurface. Like he's like, you're paying for all these things, but you're not giving me my money.
Yeah.
Right.
And then he had like and then that other guy was like, this watch costs more than my car or something. So like he's obviously pissed that he's spending a bunch of money on other things aside from what they're showing in the movie, and he's pissed about that.
Yeah.
Mm.
But if he had specifically told him, "I'm buying this jewel and I'm flipping it for $1,000,000, you'd think there would be a timeline. So that's why it seems like that's why I'm not saying that he didn't borrow that money to buy the jewel, but I don't think he told them that's what it was for. I don't think they knew that's what he was buying it for.
Mm, yeah.
Because it would be, why would they be getting so pissed off if that's what they thought the plan was the whole time? Because they seem not to know about the jewel at all until he's telling them about it.
Yeah, I'm sure they didn't know about it.
But I do agree that he did borrow the money and use that money to buy the jewel. But it's all just one big pile of debt. Robbing Peter to pay Paul is what he's doing this whole thing. But that's a pretty
Robbing
tense and good scene with him just staring him down over dinner. And you're like, who is this guy? He's a loan shark. But what happens at the end, it's very confusing. So I want to talk about it now.
Yeah.
What is
Okay.
he? What is he? So he seems like he's the boss. Like he's like presented, and you're looking at him for this whole movie as like he's this mob boss who's in charge of all these people. But he's clearly not, because his own
Mhm.
fucking guys fucking put a bullet in his fucking head.
Yeah.
Spoiler.
I think he was hired muscle, and hired
Yeah.
muscle got agitated.
You think
Yeah, I
okay.
think that they just got pissed off and they were like, "Fuck this." And it's like, I mean, if you kill the mob boss, it's like, now you're the boss.
Yeah,
There's
but
nothing stopping them from doing that.
I'm almost thinking that he is at some level on the food chain, pretty high up in some sort of mob organization.
Mhm.
And these guys have been sent by a higher up guy to work for him, even though he's still technically above them in the hierarchy. They've been sent by somebody even higher than him.
I think you're
And
overthinking it.
yeah, probably. I've just been watching a lot of
Yeah.
Sopranos lately. I've been watching Sopranos, like a lot of Sopranos. So I'm trying to apply that knowledge in the way that it works there. So that would never fly in the Sopranos. I mean, somebody would kill him, but they would hide it. They wouldn't do it so brazenly. And the
Yeah.
fact that, I
Makes
mean,
sense.
they didn't kill everybody else that was there. All the employees were still there, right? They didn't kill everyone, but
No.
we're jumping ahead. Yeah, just wonder
No, they
how that whole thing works with him,
Hmm.
because the fact that they killed him is weird. But
I just assumed it was kinda like they were the muscle, right? They assumed that they were getting a cut of whatever money, and once they started seeing that it was never coming, and they're getting locked in this closet or whatever the area for a while, and dealing with all the bullshit, they were like, "Fuck this."
Yeah.
And so
Yeah. But just the fact that they
and
felt
also no one else was there at the end. All the employees left.
oh, did they? Okay.
Mhm. It was just the 4 of them.
That makes sense. I guess they just figure they could get rid of their annoying boss who gives money
Yeah,
to family members and take over.
and
You're
steal all
probably
the
right. It's
jewels.
probably as simple as that. Yeah.
Yeah, just like, why keep dealing with the bullshit when we can just rob this place right now and have a bunch of money?
Probably all fake anyway.
Mm.
But so
Mm.
he gets the money back, or he eventually. Oh, there's the whole scene with the auction where he gets his father-in-law to bid up Kevin Garnett, but Kevin Garnett ditches out on the bid, and so he has
Dude.
to buy it. His father-in-law has to put the money. So he says that he's going to sell the jewel or the gem to Kevin Garnett, and he's got to give him the fucking jewel, and he does, which is very nice of him.
Mhm.
And then they do the transaction. That's a pretty good scene where in the office with Kevin Garnett, when he's like, "How much did you actually buy this thing for?" And you're gonna flip it for you're gonna make $900,000 profit. And Adam
Yeah, and
Sandler
he
does
was like
his whole monologue about this is his sport, so this is how he wins. That's where you get and this is how I win.
yeah.
Famous. And he does hands the money over to Julia through the window to go
Mhm,
place the
mhm.
bet, and then they hold him out the window.
This is where you really see that because it's not just greed; it's an
Compulsion.
addiction.
It's
Oh, yeah.
so bad.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
He's such a
Yeah,
like so
because they
such
dangle
a
him out the window
he's so brazen
and
about the whole fucking thing too. That's what's crazy.
they try to get him to call Julia, to
And
call
he
off
won't
the
do it.
bet, and he won't do it. And I was just shocked, like, why right then they didn't beat his ass. Instead, they
Well,
try to leave to go deal with Julia themselves
yeah, they're
and then
gonna
get
cut her
locked
off
in
before
the
she gets there. And
yeah. It's like, I don't yeah.
well, there's nothing they could really do there with him because
Also,
the money's
it
gone.
question, if they stopped the previous bet, the first big bet he was doing for the $600,000, they stopped that,
Yeah.
what happened? Where'd that money go?
I think that they have the money. That was only part of it, though.
Yeah, because
Oh,
he only
Didn't
bet.
cover.
600,000?
He didn't
No,
have
well,
six
Oh,
hundred
you're right, you're right, you're
thousand.
right,
because
right.
the bet
It was
stopped, so it was
whatever
just the
the
He
money
bet
that he
like
put
20.
That's
down.
right. That's right, that's right.
Wasn't it like 20,000?
Yes, it was a much less amount of
Okay,
money.
so
I
he
don't
still
remember how much it
owes
was.
them. Okay, got it.
Whatever he got for the ring, right?
Got it, got it.
But he does. How does he buy the ring back? Where
They're
does he get
actually
that money at?
pretty
He traded the ring.
for his
He had a
ring.
Knicks ring
Oh yeah, he gave. Yeah, you're right. The Knicks ring. You're right.
and
Right. Right.
traded
Right.
it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So she gets to the casino. She places the bet. She meets the dude who lets her go to the room because they finally are looking for her there.
Yeah.
The creepy guy that we already talked about. And then it's the whole scene of him watching the game with them trapped in there, just smoking cigarettes, just seething, pissed off. And then they kind of get interested in it when they're thinking it's going to win. And the
Mhm.
brother-in-law looks like genuinely like happy. Like he's like, "Oh, he fucking won.
Yeah.
This is all taken care of.
Yeah.
Sure.
He'll pay me off and he gets his money and happily ever after." But
Yeah. He's too nice to be a
he is.
mobster.
I think if he would have been pissed off the whole time, I think that's probably what made them kill him too, is the fact that
Yeah.
their boss is being such a little bitch about the whole thing.
Yeah, he's weak. I
He
agree.
is weak.
It's actually
He
good.
is weak. So he
It's
wins the
hard when it's
bet.
family.
Julie is headed back with all the fucking bag of money, the 1.23 million or something like that.
You go,
Do you
girl.
guys do you guys know what a parlay is? Do you know how that works?
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
So it's a series of bets all combined into one bet that increases the odds greatly. So you'll bet on, so a parlay can be a combination of a ton of different things. It can be anything you want it to be. So you can bet, the way that sports betting generally used to work was you just bet on the game and then the odds. So if one team is, the odds are they're going to win by 20 points and you bet them to cover the spread and they don't win by 20 points, even if they win the game but they only win by 10, you lose
Ooh.
because there was a 20-point spread. So a
Yeah.
parlay is you take a combination of a bunch of different bets and package it all into one bet. And then if all of them have to hit or you lose completely, but if all of them hit, then you win a shit ton of money. That's why he was able to turn
Yeah.
that $120,000 that he got, or whatever it was, 125,000 from Kevin Garnett, turn it into like 1.4 million or whatever it was, because it was all these bets
Yeah.
combined into one.
That's a big loss, though,
Yeah, so
if you
parlays are
lose
like,
just one thing.
yeah, so it could all, like, two of those things could have hit, and then one missed by like barely. That's why it was so stressful, because all these things had to happen.
Yeah. But in the end, it didn't matter
Did not matter.
that he won.
And he
True.
he lets
In
him
the
out.
end, it mattered to Julia.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I wonder what she does with the money. I hope she just goes and lives her best life.
Me
Sure.
Do you
too.
think she
I
gives
hope
it
that
to
she,
Elphaba, the
yeah, I was
wickedly
gonna say, I hope
talented?
she takes some for herself because she put herself in danger doing that. So she should get some of the money.
And
And
she's
I
been
hope she
dealing with
gives,
Howard all this time.
I'm
yeah,
sorry,
and I
but
hope she
Elphaba is
gives,
not getting a dime of that money.
I
I
know.
don't think
There's
so
no
either.
way.
No,
She might.
I'm sure she's getting insurance money. She's
We can
gonna
hope
get
and
paid off.
dream.
And her dad's
True.
clearly rich as fuck.
Yeah.
This is honestly a great outcome.
Yeah, I thought this
Not
is
my
why
alley.
I thought that you would like the movie, Jaiden, that you would end up liking it, but we don't know if you liked it or not yet. But you get everybody's dead, they take it, and then the movie's over. And at the end of every episode, we have a series of questions that we ask each other, and the person who picked the movie is the one who asks the question. Eli, go ahead and ask these questions.
Alrighty. All right. Well, what do you guys want to make this rating out of? Colonoscopies?
How about colon
Could
polyps?
just make it out of Uncut Gems.
Yeah, just make it that
Ew.
good. How many
What?
how many
How many
championships?
carrots?
Yeah, carrots. Yes, how many carrots?
How many carrots? Okay. Let's start with Sean. Sean, did you like or not like the movie?
I absolutely love this movie. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. And even though I apparently don't know what the fuck is happening in it, but it is a very confusing movie, but I love the frenetic energy and the performances, and I love how they get real people and they cast real people and get real performances, and everybody looks like a real person. Like all those pawnbrokers and jewelers that he goes and visits and all the different stores are all the real people who really do it. And I just love the way they cast their movies and the way they shoot them. So I love this
agree.
movie, and I give this movie 5 carrots.
5 carrots.
This is a
Let's
5
go.
carrot masterpiece. So
Carrot
good
masterpiece.
pick, Eli.
Awesome. Okay. Let's go with Darian. Did you like it or not? And
I
why the heck
liked it.
not? Okay.
I liked it. I liked it more than I thought I would. I don't know why. I never had any desire to watch this movie, and I was kind of dreading it, but actually I liked it. Like, it was pretty entertaining. It was, there were moments where I was like, I would get a little bored sometimes. It was kind of long, but overall I liked it. I feel like Adam Sandler did a good job. So my vote is I will give it 4 carrots.
Good score. Good score.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And now the moment we've been dreading for.
Dreading.
We have been dreading for this moment.
We have been dreading this moment. Yeah. All right, babe. Break my heart.
What? I don't understand this. Why you guys do this every time? I liked it more than I thought I was going to, because you guys all made me think I was gonna hate it. And yeah, I think I gave it, or I think I will give it like a 3.2. 3.2. Yeah, let me give it 3.2. There was parts where I wanted it to be over, but there was also parts where I was actually kind of interested, but I was also really irritated. But I really did like the ending. I think it turned out really well for everybody involved. And
Everybody
yeah,
got what they deserved.
yeah. And he was never gonna change. It's not like I'm sorry. Good fucking riddance. No, I'm just kidding. Not really. But yeah. But also, I agree with you on where it felt like the people in it were actually real people, and I liked that. Like, the people at the pawn shop, like, the way they were acting was like, I don't know, I liked that. So whatever they're doing, the two brothers are doing, they should do it together only and not separate, because
I agree. They should get back together.
whatever the other, I don't know who did it for the other movie, but he didn't have that. None of those people seemed real to me at all.
Interesting.
And Marty Supreme.
Marty Supreme. They
That's
all were.
interesting.
It felt like they all were
Really?
acting. Yeah.
Because I felt the same way about Marty Supreme, that they all were real people.
Yeah.
So weird.
Yeah.
And I think but I feel like with this, it was easier for me to feel like that because a lot of the people in here aren't super famous people. Whereas Mighty Supreme, they're all every single character in there was super famous, so it kind of was hard to like get that realness, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas here, I didn't know anyone except for Adam Sandler and Julia Fox and Dina Menzel. So
Yeah.
Kevin Garnett's pretty famous, but not to you guys. So
and then Lakeith Stanfield, I know him, but you know he did a really good job actually.
Pissing you
Well,
off.
Eli, back to you. Are you glad you picked this? And what is your carrot score?
I am glad I picked this because I thought it was gonna be good. I thought it was a good pick only because Jaden has never seen it. Darren has never seen it. And when I saw this movie, it made me extremely anxious. And I didn't think it was gonna make Jaden anxious, but I did know that it was going to possibly be interesting and just be like good talking. It would be good to talk about, is what I'm trying to say. But anyways, I love this movie. I'm gonna give it a 4.5 because it's great. Besides the fact that it did make me anxious when I first watched it.
It does make people anxious, but that's the point of it. That is the point of it. Did anybody tabulate? I think that does make this a very important movie.
What was Eli's score?
A 5 plus 4 plus 3.2, Jaden,
Mm-hmm.
plus 5, 4.5.
Oh, wait, a 4, a 5, a 4.5, and a 3.2.
Yes.
Yeah.
Give me the number because I gotta
It's
put it on Letterboxd.
4.17.
Yes.
Okay.
That is a very important movie. Congratulations
I'm averaging
to
that to a 4.
Josh and Benny Safdie. You are in the hallowed halls of the Very Important Movie Podcast. Congratulations.
It's getting a little crowded in here.
All right. Well, our next series coming up is the 2000s. So that's 2000 to 2009. That's how that works. I am the only one who has picked a movie yet, and I have picked David Lynch's masterpiece, Mulholland Drive.
They're
So
showing that at the Hollywood Forever Cemetery, but not until the end of May.
Oh, no. You
Dang.
should definitely go see it because you need to watch this movie about 10 times. You got to at least watch it twice. You got to watch it once and then watch it again.
I don't think I'm
You
gonna
should,
want to watch it and then talk about it and then watch it again.
Okay.
Is it scary?
It's got scary parts in it, but it's not
But is
scary.
it classified as a scary movie?
No. No, I would not. Well, it's everything. It's everything that you're going to want in a movie. It's a crime noir.
Is it worth spending $75 to go see it?
Well,
75
may wanna
each or 75 total?
Total.
I would do
Mhm.
it if it was me, but you may want to watch it first and make that
Wait,
determination.
actually, I think that's when you're gonna be here, Darian.
Oh, really?
Ooh,
Mhm.
fun. Well, you
Hold on,
guys
I
should
gotta
watch it
check
first
that,
and then
actually.
see. So watch it this weekend and see if you see what you think. And I think you're gonna like it, but maybe you're gonna fucking hate it. But go into it with an open mind. Darren, you should invite your pal over, your Twin Peaks
it's on
fan friend.
Saturday.
I know, Irene. She's
Yeah.
the best.
You should invite Irene over. She's gonna love it.
I now have her pestering me to watch Twin Peaks as well. I'm getting it from both of y'all.
I know, and we have this intermediary where we're sending messages back and forth via you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I knew she would love that episode that I told you that she would love. Pretty much
They're
broke her brain,
showing
right?
E.T.
Yeah,
They're showing E.T., Moulin Rouge, and Mulholland Drive. But the Mulholland Drive is Saturday, May 30th.
I don't know. I mean, there's going to be a lot of people who are really into Mulholland Drive there, but I don't. How well can you pay attention there?
I mean, you can pay attention as much as you want to pay attention. No one's like, everyone actually does watch the movie.
Okay, yeah, I just wasn't sure if the vibe there was like all these people have seen it 100 times and they're all like saying the lines and being loud, and if it's like a rowdy screening type situation.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so tune in next week for Mulholland Drive. And please rate, review, subscribe. We got our Patreon. Check that out. And until then, as always, please out.